Hello guys, Jellico Vlog, back with another video, and today I'm going to be going over the DC Multiverse McFarlane toys, the Dark Knight Returns, Carrie Kelly's Robin here, that also comes with the collect to build the horse pieces. This comes with the torso and everything like that, and I know I've only reviewed the Joker, but this Robin right here, or this figure, is actually the last figure in the wave that I need to finish building the horse here. So there will be more figure reviews. Obviously, you're going to get Batman and Superman, and now you're getting Robin, so those will come out in a little bit. However, I wanted to go over this figure first, but more importantly, I wanted to go over the box. As you can see, I have not taken the card or the display stand out yet, and this is because I wanted to make the box not look so like beat up and everything like that when I'm going over it. So here on the top, you can see it says 22 moving parts there. This is from Batman The Dark Knight Returns. Batman The Dark Knight Returns, and then I believe, does it say anywhere else? Batman The Dark Knight Returns. So, you can see the cards of all the other figures. All the boxes still have this spot varnished kind of logo for Batman on the horse, or picture for Batman on the horse there, which I believe you can actually get that horse into that pose. And you see the highlighted part is where it comes, or what comes with the figure. Then you can see how to put it together and everything like that. And then you just have some more logoing and stuff like that over there. And on the bottom, nothing really specific, but that should be it. So let's get to the accessories. Alright, so taking a look at the accessories that the Carrie Kelly Robin comes with, we have a generic DC stand that we get with almost all the DC Multiverse figures that don't need to really fly. And then here we have the trading card, which is a picture of the figure, which I always prefer the art. And especially for something like this, I really do prefer the actual artwork because I really love the Dark Knight Returns, and it'd be really cool to get some awesome cards with the actual art showing. But here you can see we have the data file for Carrie Kelly here, and if you wanted to read that, you can go read this and pause it now. So there's all that stuff, and then that should be it for the card here, but it is a nice card nonetheless, and I do like them. Next, we have the slingshot that she has here. Just an ordinary generic slingshot, no real detail that's needed. You could just, just make it look like with her trigger finger hands that she's pulling it back on one finger, which I will show you later, and I will demonstrate all that stuff later. But there's not really much to talk about. It's just a silver kind of painted and then, regular slingshot. Alright, so here's the look of Carrie Kelly right here, and I actually think she looks really good. The mouth looks nice, the eyes look good, nothing looks like out of place or bad. The hair sculpt is great, I absolutely love this. However, it does really overshadow her actual eyes and the glasses and everything, but everything does look really good. It actually, I like it a lot. I don't have any complaints about the face here, and it kind of just looks like the comics and the movie, which, if you like the kind of design of either one, you're going to be pretty good and kind of happy with this figure. So taking a look at the design of her, she doesn't look bad. I mean, the pins look kind of ugly here, but with McFarlane toys, they don't do pinless. They never do pinless. So it's expected to have the pins showing here, which it is a bummer. It does kind of look pretty ugly, but I'm okay with it. It just looks a little more ugly on skin tone. It really defeats that illusion. And if they were pinless, this would look so much better because everything already looks really nice. Just the paint and everything that they did, the way it looks, they did a really good job. However, with the feet though, her feet, the balls to make this thing move look too big. It looks like the shoe doesn't fully fit on her ankle, which it does, and it allows for great range, which I'll get more into later, but it just looks kind of ugly. It looks out of place and like it shouldn't really be there. But the cape is nice. There's no crazy anything on it, but it doesn't look bad. So you're not really gonna be able to get it out, by the way. It just kind of goes back in, and it's kind of a heavy, not heavy actually, it's just kind of a hard cape that's more stays down. It's more stiff but not heavy, so you don't have to worry about her falling down. And her having small feet, she actually doesn't fall down as easily as I thought she would. She actually, if you try and tip her over, she's gonna fall, but I thought she would fall over a lot easier. Of course, it's not really helping my case right now because she is falling over, but I'm just take my word for it. I'm telling you, she actually doesn't go down that easily. So even with these tiny feet, you could see you could still peg them into the display stand right there, and there you go, it works. Everything with the gloves and everything, that looks fine. There's no real complaints that I have here. You can see she has the trigger finger hands right there, and let me demonstrate what she looks like with her slingshot in her hand. So here's what she looks like with the slingshot, and this is how you can do it, and it actually looks pretty good. It looks like she's actually pulling it back and ready to let go at any moment. So that's pretty cool. I do like that. It does hook around the actual band pretty well. Okay, it just fell out of her hand, but at least I was actually able to show you. So yeah, and it's not as difficult, or at least for mine, it wasn't as difficult to get into her hands. It was a little easier too. For example, like the Joker's knife, that was atrociously difficult. But this, you could just kind of, like, this is the first time I'm putting it in this hand. It was pretty easy to, and it's not really going to fall out. So I don't think you should really worry about this. The slingshot works, and it's pretty good. So now for the articulation on this figure, if you see here, she looks this high up, which isn't bad. I can deal with it. And then she looks this far down, which is fine. This much side to side, so that's pretty good. You can move all the way around as well. So she has a full rotation in the neck, which McFarlane usually does really good with these, with the head articulation, with the double ball pegs. They usually do really good. Some of them better than others. So this is a case of a good one here. And then with her arm, I'm going to use this one because this actual bicep popped out on me. I tried moving the arm around and it got a little loose. So I'm going to try and use this one. You can move it all the way around, but the cape does get in the way the smallest bit. So you can move the arm all the way around because of that little cuff that they have in there. You can move the arm this high up, which is good. And then you do have the bicep swivel, which is nice to get with these figures. And then you have the double jointed elbows on a female figure, which a lot of Marvel Legends and everything, they don't do. So keep in mind the fact that they were able to do double jointed knees and elbows is a plus. So that is nice to see. And then, of course, you have like a glove rotation, but that's only because it's not like a solid piece. It's just kind of a cuff that goes on there. You have the hand articulation. You can move their hands down like that. Or if you turn the peg and then you turn the hand, you can get some like cross rotation in there as well. So there's that. And then you have the waist twist, which you can twist the waist like that, but it has absolutely zero crunching forward or back. You cannot get that to move at all. So the torso is completely off limits except for twisting. So what about pivoting? Oh my gosh. Okay, that just happened. I was able to pop it back in. So we're all good. We're going to pretend like that didn't happen. So there we go. What about pivoting to the side? I don't think so. I mean, actually, yeah, she can pivot to the side, so that's good. So then she does have thigh swivel a little bit. I want to say she had thigh swivel inward, right? Or maybe not, but she has it outward. It's a small bit, but it's welcome, I guess. It's like a tiny bit. That's not... Because it did help me. Yeah, there we go. You can like kind of do that with it. It doesn't, even if there isn't, it's not like a complete restriction. You can in some ways get the thigh to move like that. So yeah, you do have a thigh swivel. You can even move it out like this too. So that's there. And then the double jointed knees work pretty much perfectly, and it's not like out of proportion. The feet do match to the butt and everything like that, so everything does look good. The calf is to the back of the thigh there, and it looks good. Everything's fine there. And then, like I said, you have the thigh swivel, and then here with the ankles, you get really good range down and really good range up, plus the toe articulation, which is great. It's on a small part of the figure, but I think it could still work, and it's still able to be for good use there. So then you have the ankle rotation, but then you also have ankle pivot completely, which is great articulation for these legs and for this figure. All right, so measuring this Carrie, Kelly, Robin here, you can see she stands right around 5.5 inches. So in case you wanted your Batman and Robin to be put against Iron Man or something like that from the Marvel Legends line, they actually scale pretty well. I can actually see this working, where in this universe with Marvel Legends, Robin is this short. So there you go. That is a plus of having a shorter McFarlane figure. As we're talking about Marvel here she is next to a classic Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. Here she stands next to the Dark Knight Returns Superman, which is in the same wave. So put next to him, she looks ridiculously tiny there. But, you know, I don't really mind it, I guess. I mean, it's not bad. And then here she stands next to the Dark Knight Returns Batman here, which for some reason looks a little more normal to me. Here she stands against the Dark Knight Returns Joker, which is once again from the same wave. So, what are my final thoughts on this Carrie Kelly Robin here? I think she's great. This is honestly, I wasn't really looking as much forward to pick this figure up, but it's actually not bad. The articulation is pretty good, except the torso articulation, which McFarlane toys with these DC figures are not known for. As you can see, Superman can't move crunch either at all, like literally at all. So, it's not like I'm going to bash this figure for something that happens with pretty much all of them. I don't mind it, you know, because this still does have good articulation. The arms, the legs, the head, everything like that. And it genuinely looks pretty good. Besides the joints and the pin showing and everything, it does look good. Also, one more thing, when she does move her legs or her knees, you can see she does have those like little ratchets or whatever there. So that is quite ugly to see, but honestly, I'm still not going to bring it down that much. I'm going to give this figure, I want to say, an 8.8 out of 10. So it's not a 9, but it's still close to it. And if all these kind of seem like they're just staying as an 8 or whatever, somewhere around that, then trust me, for when my video of the 3 Jokers Batman comes out, that will change. That will be coming out soon. Stay tuned, because I have a lot of stuff to say about that figure. But this video is about this one, and this video is almost over. Because all I have to say is, thank you guys for watching, and if you've enjoyed, please give this video a like, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Turn on notifications, because I don't only do reviews, I also do stop motion and stuff like that. So this will definitely be taking a role into those. I have a Dark Knight Returns Batman vs. Superman video coming. I have a lot of Marvel stuff coming, a lot of Lego stuff, Star Wars, all of that stuff. 2023 is going to be a good year for this channel. I'm going to make it a good year for this channel, and I want to start off early by just doing some stop motions, doing some reviews, getting this stuff out of the way, and that's going to be it. So thank you guys again for watching, and if you want to keep updated and stuff like that, go to my Instagram, follow my Instagram at joelego_vlog. Link will be in the description. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.